7,004 Canadians were wounded in the battle that began here 100 years ago today. 3,598 Canadians died.
Hundreds of thousands of Canadians crossed the cold grey Atlantic to take a stand against tyranny and oppression. They left behind everything they knew to face a struggle they could not have imagined.
Think of it for a moment, the enormity of the price they paid.
It's extremely important to remember the events that happened at Vimy Ridge. We should never lose our respect for the people who gave up their lives.
It's one thing to read a history textbook and see how many numbers of people who have died in the battle, and then it's a totally different experience to stand there on the battlefield and realize that those aren't just numbers, there are people behind those numbers.
17 years old, signed up to sacrifice his life for his country and for his people.
And the soldiers that died at Vimy fell for the greater good. And for that, we're never going to forget who they were.
They were all patriotic, and it just shows how much they loved our country.
The events of that day saw the 4 divisions of the Canadian Corps serving together for the first time. They did not waver. This was Canada at its best. The Canadians at Vimy embodied the true North, strong and free.
It makes me really proud to be a Canadian, remembering Vimy Ridge and the amazing impact that the Canadians did in that battle.
Very proud to be a Canadian, and the Vimy Ridge ceremony just emphasized my feelings towards this country.
I felt proud to be a Canadian, to be part of a country that would risk their own lives, to go and help people they would never meet.
And it just made me really proud to be a Canadian.
They were Canadians, and they were valiant beyond measure.